Well, conservative students at Edina High School in Minnesota are suing their school district over free speech rights. Last month, some students sat in protest during the playing of taps and the national anthem in a Veterans Day assembly at the school.
A few young conservatives club members criticized the protesters on social media, and students say when the principal found out, he shut the club down. But is that evidence of a double standard of free speech here?
Joining us with more is one of the students involved in that lawsuit, president of the Young Conservatives Club, Nick Spades, and his attorney, Eric Cardall. Thanks for both being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Nick, break this down for us a little bit. So you saw your club saw some kids kneeling, setting aside, the rationale for the kneeling during the national anthem, and there was some criticism from your club about it online. The response was to shut you down. Why shut the club down as opposed to maybe critique the comments of some students who may have gone too far?
Well, many of us, I believe that it was due to the fact that Principal Beaton did not want this image of young conservatives being racist on this school. So ultimately, that's what I think is why we got shut down.
Yeah, but Nick, even if some kids made racist comments, which of course is unacceptable, you wouldn't concede that young conservatives are racist writ large. So why would the whole club get shut down?
That's a good question. I admitted to Principal Beaton what was said was not okay. He said he knew that, and I really do not understand why we were shut down.
The reason that Principal Beaton shut the club down that was given in the student newspaper was that the Young Conservative Club had disrespected the flag protesters, and the school policies indicate that absolute respect is required for flag protesters. And so the Young Conservative Club was disciplined because the club had violated the policy of respecting flag protesters. For years, the club had taken stands for the flag, including restoring flags to the classrooms when they're taken out, and having a USA Day during Spirit Week. And they were told that, like on the USA Day issue, that the flag days like that were too red, white, and blue.
I think it's important also that we do say that we reached out and got a statement from the school. They said Edina Public Schools respects and adheres to state statute and federal law in regard to the free speech rights of all students and staff, and welcomes opportunities for ongoing discourse and respectful debate on topics of importance to our stakeholders. Let me ask you a quick question, though, Nick. I agree with Pete's point that certainly the entire Conservatives Club at large doesn't need to be deemed according to the statements of one or two people, but was there any discipline or action taken by the club to anybody that made comments that were out of line?
Are you talking about the young conservatives who
yes.
made?
Yes,
they were kicked out of the club because we do not allow that in our club at all. It is never okay for racism, and they were also suspended by the school.
Okay, great.
So Nick, hold on, just unpack this for me. So there's no room for disrespect against anthem protesters, but there is room for disrespect against the anthem?
Yes.
Okay.
In the school,
that's clear. Good. I don't get that. If free speech is either free speech, why do you get to choose one way or the other? We unfortunately have to let you go, Nick, but
we can talk about this.
It's TV and we get limited amounts of time. Nick Spades and Eric Cardall, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck, Edina Public Schools.